Okay, folks, it's Dan Bedandi, TruthRadioShow.com. We got late breaking news. Today's June 8th of 2017, approximately about 7 p.m. Eastern here in North Smithfield, Rhode Island. There was a military drill conducted with loud explosions. What happened was several witnesses now want to state I never put anything out unless I have solid evidence, especially video evidence. But due to the nature of one of the people that were told not to videotape was one of my reporters. And also I spoke to eyewitnesses, a couple of them managers of a local restaurant, and key witness people, very reputable. So anyway, again, one of them was my reporter, Heather. And basically what happened was she and everybody else saw me, a military style SUV pulled into the lot. An officer got out and told everybody in the restaurant not to record at all, because the stuff going on across the street. And what happened was they said do not record, and if you do, we're gonna have to delete it. And they basically threatened, kind of in this sort of way, threatened people not to record. And my friend Heather didn't know any better because she don't know, she's new to this and she don't know the constitutionality of it all. But anyway, we're gonna get into that in a minute. She said as soon as that happened, a helicopter, military helicopters were in the area. One come down. Army men with guns and helmets and everything else rappelled out of the helicopter down past the tree line, and she heard loud explosions. And it, rattled everybody, of course. And after the loud explosions, they went back up into the helicopter and took off. And they said approximately about 7 p.m. Eastern in North Smithfield, Rhode Island. It's Pine Road, I believe it was. And again, I would not report this without video evidence or solid evidence, but due to the nature that one of the people, the witnesses, was one of my reporters, and the managers even of the restaurant over there even verified this information. So that being said, there was a military drill being conducted. What were they doing? We don't know. And the thing is, I want to state this to people, and I told my reporter this too. She's kind of new. So when a military official comes in and tells people not to videotape or do this or that, first of all, I want to state one thing. The thing is, so I have 100% respect for the military, but there's a thing in the Constitution called posse comitatus. Military are not allowed, no authority nor jurisdiction to tell anyone what to do on American soil. So for that gentleman to come in and tell those people they can't videotape, first of all, it's unconstitutional. You're on public grounds. You have free rights to videotape. But the thing is, they know most people don't know that stuff. And they try to be intimidating, which they were. Everybody was intimidated by this military officer that came in, demanding people not to videotape, and it scared the hell out of my reporter. So she didn't, do that. She didn't videotape, but she contacted me later when she got her bearings together. And again, helicopter pulls up over the tree lines. People drop down, all armed and everything else. They heard loud explosions. They went back up into the helicopter and took off. And they heard helicopters also throughout the hour. And God knows what they were doing. Nobody knows what they were doing. But again, I want to state I have 100% respect for military. But military, I don't care if he's the general himself. Somebody comes and says, "Oh, you can't record," you tell them right there, plain and simple, and in a polite way. Because it's your right as a citizen or a journalist to record in public. And I don't care if the police tell you. I don't care if the state police colonel or the captain of or a chief of your police department says you can't record. You tell them, unless you write the First Amendment of the Constitution, have a nice day. You are allowed to record, and don't let them bull crap you with the wiretapping thing and everything else. They'll throw that out there too. No, you are, as a citizen or a journalist or whatever, you are allowed to take video of something that's going on in public. That's public information, especially our military. We're paying billions of dollars every year of our taxes for them. So we are allowed to keep them held accountable. We are allowed to know what's going on. So anybody in North Smithfield area that's, I don't know if they're going to keep conducting these exercises this weekend, but if you see this and you got some military officer that comes in, even the police, to say no videotape, and you tell them, too bad, plain and simple. In a nice way, too bad. Unless you write the First Amendment of the Constitution, you ain't telling me what to do. And put it live on video on your live stream. If you have Facebook, YouTube, or whatever, get it live. And I suggest people do this all the time. Even if it's dark, you can't really see what's going on out there, get this video on live. Because you never know what's going to happen. Again, a lot of explosions, armed military doing something in the woods. Now, we don't know what it is. More than likely it was a drill. Regardless, the military are not allowed to give you commands of you can and cannot record. It's your First Amendment to do so. And I'm probably going to get a lot of flack from this from certain people, but if you got a problem with that, come see me directly, and I'll put you right in your place, because the First Amendment allows us to do so. And I encourage people, every time you see this stuff, get it on video. Get it on live video if you can, too, because it's very important. We need to have these people held accountable in case something bad goes on. Now, I'm not saying it was something sinister or something bad. And more likely, 99% of the time, it was a drill. And I'm going to leave it at that. And more than likely it was a drill, but nobody could come out and say, hey, you can't videotape. You tell them, screw off, plain and simple, in a nice, polite way. And that's about it. So we're going to see what's going on. We got further developing stories on the situation here. And again, I do not post stuff like this unless I have solid evidence or video footage. And again, the only reason I'm doing this for, because not only my reporter told me this stuff, but her managers in the restaurant and people in the area all had the same story and told me exactly what happened and how they got indirectly threatened, basically, to say you can't videotape. So anyways, this is Dan Badani, TruthRadioShow.com. We're going to try to keep people informed on what's going on. God bless.